Stay thirsty. I mean hydrated, my friends. Hey you guys, Josh here with Terradrift, your sustainable travel and outdoor adventure experts. And today we're going to talk about the D word. You know the one I mean, the one we all love to hate, but no one wants to utter on the trail. Dehydration. Depending on who you ask, we're all chronically dehydrated, or no one is chronically dehydrated. It's all over the map. Either way, there is a lot of info out there on how not to get dehydrated. But here's something most folks can agree on. It's a lot easier and a lot more dangerous to suffer from dehydration in the outdoors than in your corner office. So we're gonna chat about what dehydration looks like when you're enjoying the great outdoors and how to keep it from happening so you can stay hydrated and avoid having to be airlifted out of the Grand Canyon. But before we get into it, this is a great time to talk about our sponsor, Extreme Mist Personal Cooling Systems, which offer hydration and a delightful cooling mist from the same hydration pack system. The vest offers a hose for drinking, but there's also a second hose fitted with a fully articulating mist nozzle that emits a lovely cooling mist at 8 different speeds, which is especially useful when hiking or running in hot, dry climates when the sweat dries from your skin so quickly that it doesn't have a chance to cool you down. Which means those mid-afternoon hikes in desert climates are not only doable, but exceedingly more comfortable. And there are even pockets for snacks. So check out Extreme Mist at the link below and don't let the summer sun keep you from playing outside. Naturally, staying hydrated is important on any hike, any time of year, summer, winter, spring, or fall. But summer hikes certainly come with the biggest risks. Between the summer heat and the sun beating down on your shoulders and the excessive sweating, just me, your body loses a lot more of its precious fluids when it's hot outside. But here's the thing. You need more than just water to stay hydrated. What? I know, right? Let's discuss. Let's start with the basics. Dehydration, quite simply, is when your body loses more liquid than it's taking in. And since your whole body basically runs on water, it's important to balance that intake and outtake. Naturally, that's pretty easy on a day-to-day basis. Just drink when you feel thirsty, plus, a few glasses throughout the day.
It's drinking the water!
But proper hydration becomes more difficult when you're on a hike or a backpacking trip or during a long day of kayaking or rock climbing. So how do you stay hydrated? This is gonna sound pretty obvious. Drink more water, especially if you're sweating, because when your body is losing more liquid via sweat than you're putting back in via water, it's easy to get dehydrated. Bad things happen when your body gets dehydrated. So your body needs the right balance of water so it can lubricate your joints, keep your brain functioning, and your organs running smoothly. It also helps keep your body from shutting down entirely, and nobody wants that.
Mr. Burns, I think he's dead.
How much water you actually need will vary, but a good rule of thumb is to drink 1 liter of water every 2 hours or so when you're being physically active. If you want a more targeted estimate, check out the hydration tool on our website. We'll put a link in the description below. So number 1, drink plenty of water. Number 2, and you're gonna hate me for this, don't drink too much water. I know. This is basically the opposite of what I just said, but while you absolutely want to drink enough water, you don't want to drink too much of it. We've all heard the stories of people who drink gallons of water on a dare, which can indeed be fatal. That's because of hyponatremia. However, it's pretty hard to drink that much water. I mean, you really have to be downing it with an intent to test your limits for hyponatremia to be an issue. But the fact is, too much water can reduce the salt levels in your blood by thinning it out, and then you've got a whole new set of problems because your blood isn't moving through your cells effectively and your nervous system isn't being regulated properly. The solution? drink something other than just plain water. I can't tell you how many people we passed during our last rim-to-rim backpacking trip in the Grand Canyon who were just totally depleted. They'd brought plenty of water, but they were still struggling. We were afraid one or two of them might need an airlift out, which is never a good day. Fortunately, Alicia's parents each brought a half-gallon of powdered Gatorade mix and handed it out like it was candy at Halloween, which was great because nobody needs a half-gallon of powdered Gatorade mix for a 4-day hike. Because here's the thing, to keep from getting dehydrated on long summer excursions, you need more than water to stay hydrated. You need electrolytes to replenish the salts and minerals your body loses through sweat, because those salts and minerals help keep those blood salt levels in check, so you don't risk hyponatremia. There are lots of products on the market that you can easily mix with water and weigh very little in your pack. We rounded up 3 of our favorite, more natural electrolyte drink mixes in a post over at our website, terradrift.com, so we will link it in the description. But a couple of good options are Noon tablets and untapped powdered mixes because they're quick and easy and don't take up much room in your bag. But any electrolyte drink mix will do the trick to balance out those important levels, including minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium, and keep everything running like a well-oiled machine. And while water is a vital component of hydration, some might say the most vital component, it's also important to consume nutrients in solid form, aka food. And when you think food, think salt. You want salty snacks on the trail to help your body retain the water you're drinking. So skip the bag of raw, unsalted trail mix. Why does anyone make that stuff anyway? And get the bag that's loaded with sodium. If you're backpacking, don't be afraid of ramen packets for dinner. There are also several vegan varieties if you're like us, and add as much salt as you want to your lunch. If you're concerned about sodium for health reasons, then opt for light salt, a specific kind of salt that's low in sodium, but high in potassium and magnesium. 2 things you want in your food and electrolytes when you're on the trail. You can even add a bit of light salt and sweetener in water for a homemade electrolyte beverage. And here's a bonus survival tip. If you're guzzling freely and suddenly start worrying that you didn't bring enough water, don't sip sparingly in an effort to make your reserves last. Drink at least 1 cup per hour, even in survival situations. And if you don't think you'll find a safe drinking source soon, it's time to hike back to the trailhead. Hydration is key to successful summer hikes, so fill up your favorite water bottle or hydration pack, bring along some electrolytes, and stay hydrated, my friend. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big ol' thumbs up, then make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos with important safety and survival tips. Plus, you know, fun stuff like gear reviews and guides. And be sure to follow us on all the socials, you know the ones, Instagram, Facebook, and yes, even Twitter. And drop us a line if you like. Tell us about your close calls with dehydration or your favorite salty trail snacks or electrolyte bevies. And until next time, wander on.